Okay, the next one is a sunset sky, and we'll do that with yellow. At this point, I'm just going to get us. And again, you want to pre-wet. I've got clean water over here. You don't want to use blue water if you're going to be using orange and red because it would change the color. All right, if we start with one like this, where there's a clear area that's white and yellow, orange, and then red, I would start with that lighter area as opposed to starting at the top. So I'm going to paint white on it first. Now this is the kind of sky where you probably have to do several layers, and so it's really good that you're using a type of paint that you can add, you can lift it off, you can change it a lot. Okay, so we put in some yellow. You can actually, in order to get this blend, you have this yellow blended into orange. Paint the yellow a little bigger than it is. So in this picture, the yellow doesn't go all the way over, but that's a mix of yellow and orange. So I painted it all the way over because the yellow and orange and red tempera paint are pretty strong. So when you add orange, you want to do it really kind of sparingly. If you have put this in and you're getting this kind of like the paper's drying, you're getting too much of a stripe, you can do a couple of things. You can make sure your fingers are clean and not blue. Dip your fingers in the water and then just soften that edge. Or you can take a clean brush that's a little stiffer than this. Actually, there's a kind of a brown up there instead of red. So you can use a little bit of black with the red. I would say in this case it might be a good idea to mix it on the palette first.
Do you have a candy gram or Sarah?
Okay, with your color charts, depending on what you need brown for, you can get brown by mixing orange and violet or orange and green. You can also get brown depending on the color of black you have by mixing orange and black. So you can kind of experiment and see what kind of brown looks the best. Now right there I've got a hard edge and I need a soft edge. So I'm going to overlap a little bit with the orange. Like right through there, it looks a little bit darker than what I want. And then I'm going to do some blending with my fingers. If you try that and you get this effect where it looks too thin now, that just means too much water. So just wait. Or you can mix paint with your finger. And because my finger is kind of lifting some of that color, I would say it probably needs to dry a little bit more, or maybe have a little bit thicker brown to begin with. All right, now, in this particular area where it's blended, the yellow is blended with white. You can go back and put more white in. You just have to have a clean brush. And again, if that looks like it's sitting on top too much or it looks too thick, you can either just keep painting it and it will blend with the color that's underneath, or you can blend it with your finger. It looks like we need to have some orange down in here too. So the key to getting a good blend is having the paper wet and using the fingers to blend in water. So, like right now I'd say that is too wet for my fingers, because like if you start to blend with your fingers and it lifts the paint off, it just means it's too wet and you just have to wait. And if it gets dry, you can still blend it. You just dip your fingers in water, blend it through. So that would be this one. If you have a landscape like this, or if you decide you want to choose this one, it's more streaky, but again, you want that yellow to show as a true yellow. So you're going to pre-wet the paper. And then because there's a lot of colors that are blending right around it, I'm going to put some white down first. And this is actually a very yellow orange. It's not pure yellow like if you put the yellow down. This is going down right because I already had some orange on the brush. But if you put down that kind of yellow, just straight from the bottle, it's going to look too yellow. So you can either paint some, just very lightly paint some orange into it. And you can paint it too big because we're going to blend in these other colors, and there's like a few streaks where the yellow is still going to show. So the next thing is like down here, it's a red orange. Now the red tempera paint is very strong, so you have to be careful not to get too much, too fast. But it'll just take over everything. Cherry red, which is okay for that area. I think there's a slight violet down near the bottom of that. So you can either get violet, pink, add some blue. Now if you add in blue and it turns brown, that's because of the orange. So let's go back and more red. I think an important thing to learn with doing skies is that you can't really wreck them. You can always fix them. You know, I don't want you to put a color down and go, oh, I ruined it, and crunch it and throw it in the wastebasket, because you can always fix it. All right, now up in here, this is kind of peachy red, which just means it's a red-orange that has white in it. So we're going to bring some of this in here. And up in this corner, there is actually some violet. It's probably too dark. Maybe. So you put it in, and if it looks too stripy or too strong, let it kind of soak into the paper a little bit. And then you can soften it with either a clean brush that doesn't have any paint on it at all and is not wet, or you can soften it with your fingers. Now, there's an area of this yellow-orange right here, and there is a little bit up higher. And so, say for instance, this is dry, and we have forgotten to put that extra yellow in there. What you can do is go back, since the yellow is lighter than the orange. Go back with a small brush and paint in white where you want them to be. And then the easiest thing to do, like if you're trying to get this yellow back in here and you go over the top of something that's darker, is to paint the white and let it dry. And then you can go back in with the yellow. If you're really light-handed enough, like you're not pushing the brush down hardly at all, you can just very lightly go back in. And then there's some like this area where the white is looking too streaky. Get a clean brush. Helpful to have clean water. Just like barely touch the brush to the paper. And then you can do the same thing with a brush in areas that are in the sky higher up that look too hard edged. Just lightly brush some water on it. So the color's still there, it's just not quite this hard looking. So I think that's it. Is that 6?